Had a decent
Sure,
one.
bing bong. That means we're starting. I caught you guys in it. Welcome to the CineBoiz podcast. We are part of the Corkbats podcast network. Oh, guys, it is so good to see you. I didn't think I was going to make it here today. Just all the things. Oh man, just what a weekend it's been for old Kenny. You know.
Tell him.
Hold on a
Tell him
second.
what?
Hold on a second. Here's what we're gonna do. We're going to do something real quick. Everybody bear with me for just 1 second. Bing bong! It's like take two. If you're in the stream, you know what just happened. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, this is take one. You didn't even know we already started, but here we are. It's the CineBoiz podcast. I'm here with my boys. Tom, unfortunately, is not with us today, but that is not because of him. That is because of me. So I apologize to Tom. We had to change the schedule. What a weekend it's been for me. Shopping, selling cars, all that good stuff. So, but I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad you guys are here. How are you guys doing?
You know,
Great.
I'm here.
Yeah, we're here. We're gonna do this. It was like one of those things I was talking to Catherine a little bit earlier. I was like, man, I kind of just want to say, guys, let's just not do it today. You know, I was just in that kind of, tired, been doing a lot of stuff this weekend. Thought about sending out that text, sending out the Instagram post saying we're canceled. And I was like, you know what? No, because I know when we get into it, I'm going to have a good time.
There's too many good movies to talk about.
I know. There's so much to talk about. But we are the CineBoiz podcast. We are part of the Corkbats podcast network. If you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, thank you so much. Please consider subscribing, rate, review, subscribe. We are legally required to say that since we are a podcast. So please check that out. If you're watching on the Corkbats YouTube page, thank you so much. We're live right now. So if you're in the chat, you want to say hi, say hi. Hop in with us. Let's have a good time. If you are watching on the Corkbats YouTube page later on, still, thanks for coming. You can actually read the chat on the side. I didn't know you could do that for live stream videos. Is that the chat saves, and then you watch the chat when you watch the video later. That's cool. So it's like you're there live. You just can't chat. But thank you so much. Please consider subscribing to the Corkbats YouTube page. Essentially all your Corkbats content is there. And also, check out @Corkbats2 on Instagram. Corkbats is back on Instagram. So, yeah. We got Kev in the chat. We got Mob in the chat. It's going to be one of those days, man. It's just going to be one of those days. Well, my name is Kenny. I'm one of the co-hosts of the CineBoiz podcast. I'm joined, as always, on the East Coast by my good friend Mob in Kentucky. Hey, Mob.
Hey.
Mob?
Hi. Yeah.
What are you big on this week?
I am big on 3-day weekends.
Oh, yeah. I need a 3-day weekend this weekend.
Who doesn't need them? Like, who goes into a 3-day weekend saying, man, really wish I had to go into work on Monday?
Yeah.
No one.
No.
We all love 3-day weekends.
I will say this. I remember watching or listening to Colin Cowherd once talk about how he lives for the week. He doesn't live for the weekend. He's like, I'm one of those
Shut
people.
up, Colin.
Like, I want to be at work. I want to be working. And it's like,
Well,
you're so full of shit.
But also, like, if I got to talk about sports for however long a day he gets to talk about sports, I would still want 3-day weekends, but I would be less likely to be like, yes, it's a 3-day weekend. I'd be like, sweet, 3-day weekend, Now I'm like, yes, it's a 3-day weekend.
Yeah. Yeah.
I actually kind of think those kind of guys may not be lying when they say that, because literally their entire life is their work. And like a 3-day weekend, there's like, it probably makes Tuesday harder for him. It's like, yeah, I didn't get to talk about stuff on Monday, and I got to wrap all this
Or
up
he
in
just
a 3-hour show. And
really annoys his wife on Monday and just sits there and says, babe,
Yeah.
you're sitting here, you're going to listen to what I have to say today about what happened over the weekend in college football.
He seems
Man.
like a divorcee. I
He
don't know
has
if
been
he is or
divorced.
not, but
He's on
he
a
seems
second
like
marriage.
Okay.
He is.
Okay.
He talks about it a lot.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
seems. Yeah.
He compares lots of NFL quarterbacks to your first marriage.
Yes.
It's like,
Yes, he does.
you know what? Baker Mayfield, backwards hat kind of guy, is like your first wife. Blah 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 blah. He's a classic. I wish I could do an impression of him.
I can't do an impression of him. That was it. Well, cool, man. I'm very thankful for 3-day weekends as well, because yesterday felt like a work day. Waking up early, having some guy buy my car, search for cars all day. If you don't know, I'm in the middle of a car search, and it's a pain in the ass. Anyways,
If you couldn't tell.
cool. And then also joined by our good friend Kevin down here in his home office. Hey, Kevin.
What's up, boys?
Let me ask you a question. What are you big on?
Oh wow, I didn't expect that. Actually, first thing I just want to reiterate, the Corkbats 2 like video that was like the reveal that like came out. That thing was sick.
Didn't
I got
you wanna-
actual like goosebumps.
Right.
Like I was pumped up.
Yeah.
And I know it was mostly Derrick Henry. That didn't even bother me. It was just awesome. I loved it.
It made
check
me
that out.
want to run through a wall. So if you're not, if
It
you
was-
don't, yeah, go ahead.
Legitimately put together incredibly well. Like good on Austin and whoever else was. I'm guessing Austin. I don't know. It was great. So
Yeah, it's
Thanks,
fantastic. So just so everybody's aware, Corkbats are our parent company, I guess we can call them.
Eddie.
Yeah.
they're our daddy.
Our parent company essentially lost their Instagram account 6 months ago. It was blocked. And
Thanks,
it's been blocked. So they basically had to make a new Instagram account, and they've been hyping it up to get like all the followers back in. And they released a hype video or a rival video, and it's fantastic. I wish I had it on me right now that I could play it, but it's really fun, and it's really like, oh yeah, let's go. So yeah, check it out at Corkbats2 on Instagram. Well, cool,
Yeah, man.
Kevin, I appreciate that.
I thought of my original one.
Oh,
'cause
what
that
was
was my
it?
filler.
Sure.
My original one was so Apple TV, pretty good lineup of shows. So
Sure.
at some point in the last, I don't know, 3 months, I got like a free year of Apple TV. I don't know what I did to deserve that, but they gave it to me. So I started watching Ted Lasso, like everybody loved it. Followed that up with the morning show. Awesome. Can't wait for season 2. And now I'm caught up through the second season of a show called For All Mankind, which I'm also super in on. It's for those that don't know, it's not super. I don't feel like it's in the mainstream yet, but it's about if the Soviets had landed on the moon first, and how that would have prolonged the space race. And it's basically an alternate history, which I'm really into. So
That's
kinda
check
like,
out Apple TV.
interesting.
Man in the Castle.
Kind of like Man in the High Castle, yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's a great
same
show.
deal. Yeah.
Very
So,
cool.
Good on you, Apple.
Yeah.
Didn't think you had it in you,
Good
but
on
I'm
you.
into it.
Good on you. Good on you. Well, that's
Hey,
neat.
hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
What,
I
what's
got
up?
one more thing. And it's a question.
Sure.
Kenny, what are you big on this week?
Oh, man.
Besides the official car of the NFL, Hyundai Sonata.
Good riddance to the Sonata, man. Like, so I've driven a Hyundai Sonata. This isn't my big on, but I'm just gonna go ahead and
I
get
think
on
it was the official car of the NFL.
in 2017, it was the official car of the NFL. The Hyundai Sonata has given me, I bought it 4 years ago. It's given me like solid issues every 6 months where something needs to be replaced or like something doesn't work, all this stuff. So it's been a pain in my ass. And then it just died. Like it's just dead. Like it doesn't work anymore. Engine's toast. And it's stressful and it's annoying, but at the same time, just kind of a blessing that I just don't have to deal with that car anymore. Hey, Mickey. And
Mickey.
yeah, Mickey making appearance on the podcast. Mickey confirmed. All right, go lay down. But yeah, no, it's kind of a blessing in disguise. Now I can get a car
Theo there?
that I will. What's that?
I didn't. Oh, okay. The mic was in the way.
Oh, Theo.
Theo's not too.
Yeah.
I don't have any animals in here today.
So
Sorry.
blessing in disguise. I get that car off the books essentially. I had it paid off, so I don't owe anything on it. Basically just had some guy come take it, gave me some cash for it. I'm happy. So I get to buy a new car, which I'm excited about. And I'm just glad I'm not going to be driving that piece of shit anymore. If anybody has a Hyundai Sonata and they have had a different experience, please let me know, because it was just awful. Like, I hate that car. I'm glad it's gone. But what I'm actually big on this week is a little show called Only Murders in the Building on Hulu.
I've heard it's good.
Fantastic. Steve Martin, Martin Short, Selena Gomez. Really good show. It's like just classic Steve Martin and Martin Short, and Selena Gomez is in it, and obviously has not worked with them before, but really does a great job of just kind of coming in and being like the third lead in this show. It's really funny. It's kind of like Ted Lasso in the sense that it's not uplifting like Ted Lasso is, but it's funny, but also like you really care about the people that you're watching on the screen. Like, they set them up as it's not just silliness, but you get plenty of that. So I recommend it. There's only 3 episodes up on Hulu right now. It's going to be 1 episode a week after this.
Oh, it's a Hulu show.
Yes.
Oh boy.
But it's really
good. Got to break out the Hulu.
If you like Steve Martin and Martin Short, you will absolutely love the show. So far, I would say it's like one of my favorite things they've done together. So
I gotta say, this is the same with HBO Max, but HBO Max and Hulu, I watch way less than I would because their interfaces are so terrible.
Yeah, they're not.
I don't know how you get.
Well, I think
HBO Max is the worst, in my opinion.
I think Apple TV is the worst.
Oh, I don't.
Apple TV.
I think at least you can fast forward and rewind on Apple TV. If you try and rewind on HBO Max, just like screw you, man.
Fair, but like if I didn't only watch Ted Lasso, I wouldn't know how to find anything else on Apple TV.
Yeah,
Apple has done a poor job of like. So they had the same problem. We're not going to get into a design UI.
Yes, we are. Here we go.
They had the same problem when Apple Music launched, and no one knew what was part of Apple Music versus what was your actual library.
Exactly.
And it's super confusing.
It's awful.
The same problem.
Right. Yeah. So like I got on there and I was like, oh man, they've got some great movies on here. How come nobody has Apple TV? And it's like, oh no, you got to pay for all this shit. Like, yes, you have a subscription, but this is not technically on Apple TV.
They're showing you what you could rent.
Yeah.
Because there's Apple TV, and that's like actually the box, right? Mm-hmm. That's the box you buy. That's Apple TV.
Sure.
What we are actually watching is Apple TV Plus.
TV Plus.
And that is integrated with all the other movies you can rent. But I want to know what I get separate from that for having the Plus subscription.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like premium content.
It runs into like the Apple store basically, because you can buy like music videos and like old sporting. I've got a couple random WWE events just in there from past bachelor parties that we still need to watch someday that just keep popping up every time I try and watch Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
Little Royal Rumble action,
I'd love that. But yeah, I mean, essentially it's like, I would say, well, here's what I will say about UI when it comes to these streaming services. Nobody has it perfect.
Netflix is pretty good.
Netflix is probably the best. I will say with the Fire Stick, I don't know if you guys have the Amazon Fire Stick. My favorite part about the Fire Stick is it has a home screen that links to like all your different streaming services. And like it shows you like, okay, you without having to go into it, it shows you like the big things on that streaming service. Which is great. I think that somebody needs to develop like, hey, something one step ahead, like further than that. Develop some sort of, let's get, your account information for all these streaming services, and then this is the whole thing. You see everything in one little platform here. It lets you know what's what. It also lets you know what you can buy, like on the little thumbnail, might have like a $sign. I don't know. I'm surprised nobody's done this yet. Or they link all your accounts. So
Apple TV kind of has a thing like that. You can search through the Apple TV itself. Mm-hmm. And it's, like if you're like, I want to watch Remember the Titans, it'll show which service it's in. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then it'll launch that and take you to it.
Yeah. But Fire Stick kind of does the same thing.
It's not perfect.
Right. I think it can be, It can be made much better. I think there's a market out there for a streaming service that connects all your streaming services in a really neat, tidy UI. So, Guys, enough about UTIs.
Urinary tract infections?
Yeah, you got me, dude. I think what we should talk about is the second half of October. We did 3 movies last week for the first half of October because, like, it's just so loaded. How are we going to fit all of this into one episode? And then I realized, it's loaded on the back end. Like, we have 5 movies to talk about today. These are all coming out in the second half of October. Like, we should have done 4 last week, 4 this week. I was like, 3, it's probably 3, and then we'll need to do another 3 next week. No. There's too many that we had to talk about. So, we got 5. We're going to get right into it. Do you guys have any questions about how we do things here?
No.
Okay, let's just jump into it. So, coming in October 15th is Halloween Kills. It's not on HBO Max. It's just in theaters. Disregard and HBO Max there, but it's in theaters October 15th, starring Jamie Lee Curtis and Judy Greer, and it's directed by David Gordon Green. Now, I'm excited. The first Halloween was great. I saw it with Kevin. What are your guys' thoughts on this one?
I don't care.
You don't care?
Yeah, I'm just not into the whole franchise.
Did you see the first one?
Nope, have no desire. It's not like a Fast and Furious hill that I'll stand on with this one.
Yeah.
Like, but I just, have no interest in. I'm not a horror movie boy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a Tom Bragg.
Right. This is the second week in a row we've talked about a horror movie and Tom's not here. It's my
fault. I just
Huh.
people who like these, go for it. I'm so happy you like them,
Knock yourself out.
but not me.
Okay. I mean, I liked it a lot. I like that it's like, hey, let's just kind of erase about 40 years worth of like Halloween sequels and just start fresh, which is probably the best. Tom will appreciate this. I don't know if you guys will, but Anthony Michael Hall is playing adult Tommy Doyle in this movie. Was he? I don't think he was in the first one, but
I don't think so.
But Tommy Doyle, who is a young boy in the first original Halloween movie, later played by Mr. Paul Rudd in Halloween Curse of Michael Myers in the 90s. So it was like one of Paul Rudd's like first big roles was like young adult Tommy Doyle. And now he will be succeeded by Anthony Michael Hall of The Breakfast Club.
Yeah, ultimately, I'm happy that they're doing this because it's basically the first one, the most recent one, and now this third one. And they've just said, yeah, like you said, how many did they basically just exclude? 2 through
at least
how many? What?
At least 10.
So there was so many.
And then you also have to think about the Rob Zombie versions.
Oh yeah, that's a whole nother.
Do
thing.
you?
So
do you though?
Oh gosh, Rob Zombie's Halloween, miserable. But yeah, check that out. Not on HBO Max. Get off the couch. What a dirtbag. In theaters October 15th, so go check it out. Also October 15th. So if you don't remember, last week there was also an October 15th movie. So there's 3 huge movies coming out on October 15th.
Oh boy.
So last week we talked about what was the October 15th movie from last week?
Couldn't tell you. Was it the Ben Affleck and
It was.
Matt
Yes,
Damon?
The Last Duel comes
Duel.
out on October
Last Duel.
15th. Halloween Kills comes out on October 15th. And then Venom, Let There Be Carnage comes out on October 15th.
Let's go.
Which, rumored that there might be a delay on this one, which would make sense since it seems to be kind of a crowded weekend. But it is in theaters October 15th. It's starring Tom Hardy and Woody Harrelson of Cheers. And it's directed by
Cheers.
Andy Serkis, which I didn't know that. That's kind of cool. But yeah.
It would probably be smart of them to find a delay for that one.
Yeah.
Right. It might do. Yeah.
I'm very excited. I enjoyed the first one thoroughly. It's one of those that I've always said it's not a good movie, but it entertained me. And so I just don't think it's going to be able to hold up against even like Halloween Kills. I think Halloween Kills has probably more of a following. So it might be a good idea to find a delay.
Yeah.
But Woody Harrelson is a guy that we haven't really gotten as a villain yet. And I feel like he's perfect.
He looks great in the trailer.
Right.
He looks like an excellent psychopath.
That dude's been around. Like, it's funny because like he's older, But he doesn't seem like he's that old. Like he's
No,
got to be
he
in
seemed-
his late 50s.
For the last 20 years, he seemed like he's basically stayed the same age.
Right.
But I feel like he's one of those guys who like he was always there, but he's gained popularity as he's gotten older.
He's aged beautifully. Yeah.
Like I feel like he and McConaughey both like got a popularity bump from True Detective.
Yeah, agreed.
It was about that time when both of them were like, "All right, we're in on these guys."
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no.
Wasn't Woody Harrelson in Zombieland?
Yeah, that was
I think
also
that was
both of
like,
them.
in my mind, that's like kind of his return. That original was like his, oh yeah, Woody Harrelson moment for me. That was probably what, 2000.
I don't know. I don't think there was ever a moment
that
where
up.
Woody Harrelson felt irrelevant to me.
Not irrelevant, but just to me, it was like,
it's
oh
just
yeah,
been
he's
like
a good actor.
he's peaked, not peaked,
Yeah.
but he's gone on an incline.
Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
That
You
makes
know,
sense.
sure.
No, it makes total sense. For
he
sure.
gained popularity at some point.
Yeah. So, yeah, check out. I never saw the first one. It got really bad reviews, so I kind of steered clear. But Mob, I typically, I
had fun.
feel like we have pretty similar. We're pretty even keel-ish when it comes to movies. So I feel like if you say it's entertaining, I'll probably check it out.
That's what it is. It's entertaining. It's not
Okay.
good.
You just can't treat it like other Marvel movies because it's not. Just treat it at face value. It's gonna be fun. He's gonna eat some guys.
right.
And
Tom Hardy
is a mess, which
is
is
a good time.
great fun.
He's just a good time.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Riz
All right.
Ahmed, he's fun.
Yeah.
Cool. Good stuff. All right. So check that out. October 15th. And then the next week, we have 2 big movies coming out. October 22nd. So the first big one, the one I think I'm probably more excited for this movie than any other movie this year.
I'm afraid for you for this one.
Me too. But Dune comes out on October 26th.
Yeah.
In theaters and HBO Max, October 22nd, I'm sorry. Starring Timothée Chalamet and Zendaya. And it's directed by Denis Villeneuve, which I still don't know if that's the correct
it's
pronunciation.
Gonna be gorgeous.
Oh,
It's gonna
yeah.
be so
It's getting
good looking.
It's getting good reviews. It's not getting amazing reviews, but it is getting a lot of like, yes, this is a good movie.
Well,
yes, it is very
It's starting from a
beautiful.
disadvantage. Dune is very confusing. It's a
True.
weird. It's just weird.
Here's the thing. I don't think it's confusing in like book form. Like the book is like
Oh,
the
no.
perfect medium for this story because it can really explain stuff to you.
Dig in. It's gonna be hard to do this in 2.5 hours.
Well, it's supposed to be multiple
Gonna be 2
movies.
parts. I know. Yeah.
But the caveat to that is that HBO is not going to make the sequel unless people go see it in theaters. So
Correct.
That's where we must,
Show out.
tell everyone,
go
tell
forth.
all your friends, like, hey, like, just don't even go. You don't even have to go see it. Just go buy a ticket,
Buy the ticket.
Well,
and then we're good.
you say that, but we just witnessed a whole fan base get behind a movie that Warner Brothers was forced to release.
That's true.
That's
Granted,
true.
they didn't have to reshoot anything, but
Didn't they have to? I thought they had to add some footage.
I don't know.
maybe they reshot a bit, but it's not like they went out and shot a whole new 2.5 hour movie.
That's true.
Right. Yeah. So,
So
I mean,
bullying works
right.
sometimes.
Well, here's what concerns me. K Mingo's in the chat. Good afternoon, boys. Good K Mingo. Good to see you. Yes, our chat is here. Decent AF's in the chat. Sup, boys? I'm grading papers, but wanted to stop by and say hi. I bet Decent AF is a teacher. Or a teacher.
Where'd you get that idea?
Because of grading papers.
Nah,
Papers.
Paper
You
grading.
detective, you.
Yeah, I should be a detective. Thank you so much for joining us, K-Mingo and Decent AF. It's good to see y'all. We're talking Dune because it comes out. Let me show you this. Let me show you the slide on October 22nd. So, yeah.
I'm just in the boat where like I don't see how this can be bad, and that's not good for me. But that's where I am. I don't see how it can be bad.
If you see it in theaters,
don't
which again everyone should, you're at least going to get to see some incredible visuals, and that's going to be like, even if you're kind of lost by the story and maybe you think it's slow or confusing, just enjoy what you're looking at. It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be beautiful. His movies are never short of beautiful. I would say I kind of want to see it in IMAX. I don't know if
this would be a good one.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to convince the lady that she'd want to go see it in IMAX, but I really want to see it.
What's her hold up? What's her thing against IMAX?
It's just a really big screen, you know.
She doesn't like big screens.
I don't know.
Like big things.
I don't know. Yeah, it's You said it, not me, man. Anyways,
I didn't know what I was saying. I blacked out.
Oh gosh. Anyways, yeah, no. So I would like to see it in IMAX. However, I would also be stoked to see it at Alamo Drafthouse. But yeah, no, go see it in theaters. If you even think you would kind of like it, go see it in a theater. Don't watch it on HBO Max.
Get us the sequel.
Yeah, we want a sequel to this.
We're already
movie.
Positioning the sequel before any of us have seen a minute of it.
Sure, exactly. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's where I'm at with it. I'm excited. The book is great. Everyone in this movie who's acting in it is amazing. The director's one of my favorites. Just go see it.
Yep.
So, the other movie that comes out on October 22nd, yeah, you could probably skip the IMAX version of this one, but The French Dispatch comes out on October 22nd. I don't even know if it won't be in IMAX.
I can't imagine seeing a Wes Anderson movie in IMAX.
I don't think so.
Yes. So I put on the slide in theaters October 22nd, starring literally everyone.
Yeah.
And it's directed by Wes Anderson. So you got Timothy Chalamet.
What's the final runtime on this puppy?
Isn't it somewhere close to 4 hours?
You should say what it is first.
Let me look it up real quick.
You got it.
Oh, yeah, you got it. I'll let Mob handle that.
It's clocked in at 1 hour and 43 minutes.
What? I thought there was like a 4-hour cut of this movie somewhere.
Probably, but according to IMDb, it's 1 hour and 43 minutes.
Is he splitting it up into 2 movies?
I don't know. Maybe.
That seems like it can't even... 1 hour 43? All right. Hey, cool. That's good news. I was kind of bummed about seeing a 4-hour movie, if we're being honest.
Yeah, I mean, if you put it in the Google, it's 1 hour and 43 minutes.
K Mingo says, "Are you guys watching Only Murders in the Building?" You missed it, Kay, because that was my big on for the week.
Wow.
Love it. It's so great.
She's connected.
Such a great show. Unless, well, she only asked if we've seen it. Maybe she hates it, but I feel like if you bring it up in the chat,
she despises it.
You probably like it. That's my theory. But yes, love Only Murders in the Building. I told these two they need to watch it, and I think they will because they usually listen to my suggestions. But yeah, so yeah, French Dispatch. We got Timothy Chalamet. We got Tilda Swinton. We've got Owen Wilson. We've got
every person who's ever been in any Wes Anderson movie.
Yeah, it's like
plus.
Like, hey, I'm gonna get the whole band together.
Willem.
Maybe I wouldn't be shocked if Bill Murray pops up out of nowhere, just a cameo. Who knows?
He's in it.
He is in it. All right, there you go. See,
yeah, he's definitely
more than a cameo.
Edward Norton. All of them are in it. So yeah,
of
course I'll see it. Especially if it's less than 2 hours.
Is the other Wilson brother in it?
Probably. Just name an actor. They're probably in it. Anytime
your enemy's in it, Kevin.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Who?
Maybe I'll boycott.
Liam Schreiber's in it. Yes, that is true. K Mingo says, "OMG, I'm so sorry." Oh yeah, well hey, no worries. You're here. It doesn't matter what time you get here. Just come in and say hi. That makes us so happy. She likes it too. She's not so used to the week-to-week shows now, though. Only binge watching. Yeah, we've had that discussion a few times about it's kind of weird going back to the week-to-week when we've been so used to binging. But yeah, check out French Dispatch. That's kind of hard to say. French Dispatch, October 22nd.
So, October 22nd has kind of another big release, even though it's limited.
What's that?
I don't have The Harder They Fall.
The Harder They Fall. Who's in that?
That's the one with Regina King, Idris Elba, Lakeith Stanfield.
Yeah. Here we go. Let's pull it up.
It hits Netflix in November, but the limited release in the theaters is October 22nd. Because I remember like there being 3 massive movies coming out that day.
Okay, harder they fall.
Yeah, Jonathan Majors, Zazie Beetz.
22nd. I love Zazie Beetz.
Oh yeah,
I do too.
Oh, that's cool. I'm into this.
Huge fan.
I'll check this out.
So.
That's a big weekend for another reason.
What's that?
On the October 24th, that Sunday, Chiefs play the Titans.
Chiefs Titans. Oh, we should have a watch party.
A little inter Corkbats feud.
Well, I think that Grit's no longer Corkbats because I think Austin might be the only Titans fan now.
Yeah, it's just those
and Dylan.
Dylan, that's right. Dylan. We should do like a little watch party. That'd be fun.
Or at least have a little side wager on it.
Oh, that'd be nice.
At least.
That'd be nice. And then we still got more to go, guys. We're not even done yet. But coming out October 29th. And the other thing is, too, I know there's a Jackass 4's in here somewhere. I just couldn't find it. Do we have a date?
I'm so excited for Jackass 4.
Let's find it. Let's just
kind
pull
of
it
embarrassing.
Up. No
how
slide for it,
I
but we do know Jackass Forever is coming out in October.
I don't know if I'll admit it. I had some discussions about with some friends about renting out a theater to go see Jackass 4.
I bet I know who you had that conversation with. I would bet money I know.
1,000,000% you do.
Yeah.
That's exactly who you would think it would be.
But yes, Jackass Forever. And that comes out on...
Actually, I guess it's been pushed.
It's been pushed.
It's in 2022.
What?
Okay, well, never mind. I knew it was in October at some point, but yeah, it does look like it has been pushed.
They probably saw this lineup.
So, yeah. There's our rundown.
Or maybe someone broke a femur or something.
Yeah.
Got their.
Well, I mean, they already filmed the whole thing, so I don't know. I know Bam Margera's suing them, so maybe that's slowing them down or something. But then also we have October 29th. Last Night in Soho, directed by Edgar Wright, starring Anya Taylor-Joy and Thomasin McKenzie. I don't know what this movie's about. However, it's Edgar Wright.
The trailer made me feel weird.
Yeah. It doesn't look like a typical Edgar Wright movie. It looks way more like a thriller horror than like an action like comedy. But
what are our thoughts on Anya Taylor-Joy?
I like her. Big fan.
I like
huge fan.
I don't dislike
her. Me
too.
Okay,
good.
I was having
all in on her.
I was having a discussion with someone this week, and they were like, they couldn't stand her, and I was like, why?
Is it because she has big eyes? Like,
they just said they couldn't. They said they couldn't look at her face.
Don't name names. I was
like, that's so mean.
Don't name names.
I don't think you would know them.
Okay, male or female person who said this?
Male.
Okay, I don't like.
So,
I don't
and it's not like, dude, you're not like a good-looking guy either. I don't like your face, but
I'm all in on her. She's awesome.
Yeah,
I haven't seen anything she's been in that I don't like.
Yeah, she's so good.
She was the only good part of that horrible X-Men movie. The worst movie I've ever seen, maybe. What was it called?
Which one was she in?
The New Mutants.
New Mutants. Holy cow, it was bad. Whew.
Yeah, I didn't see that, so I can't say that I don't like it.
Yeah, I never saw it. I didn't bother to see it. I was like, yeah.
I feel confident you two would hate it. I watched it in the throes of the pandemic.
Now I kind of want to watch it. That's what you've done.
Bad.
Well, I guess
I'm all in on it.
Yeah, it looks
Baby
good.
Driver is one of my favorite movies.
Sure. Yeah,
I love that movie.
Edgar Wright to me, like he's just he hasn't made a bad movie, so it's like I have no reason to think this movie will be bad. I love Edgar Wright. Everything I've watched of his, I love. So
this was one that like the trailer dropped. And I had no idea this movie existed until the trailer came out. And then I was like, I'm all in on it.
Sure.
That's one of my favorite feelings is when you don't have any idea that something's coming and it comes out, you see it on Twitter or something out of nowhere and you're like, this looks incredible. And you're just jacked up.
So jacked up.
So jacked.
I'm just ready to be back in the theater all fall. You know?
Oh, yeah. I'm ready. I'm going to the theater tonight, baby. That's the
best thing about... Friday, I saw Shang-Chi.
I'm going to see it
Shang-Chi
tonight. That's the thing.
I really enjoyed myself.
Yeah, that's the thing about these 3-day weekends, man. It's like Sunday's just another Saturday night.
Heck yeah, man.
I'm staying up late. I bought an energy drink. I'm gonna play Call of Duty tonight. It's gonna get nuts. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it for our October movie preview. I guess next week we'll get into November. But I think we're only gonna go up to a certain point because then that's kind of after around Thanksgiving. That's officially holiday movie season, I would say.
I'd agree.
So we're gonna.
Well, and I'm sure there's a bunch coming out Thanksgiving weekend.
Oh yeah. There's just been so much like movies that have been put on the shelf for an entire year that they're just let them be. Go see all of them. But yeah, so yeah, check that out. Second half of October, 5 awesome movies to check out. So yeah, again, Tom is not here. Not his fault. He was planning on being here, but I had to push the schedule, which then forced him out, which isn't nice. And I do apologize to Tom for that. But Mob graciously said, hey, I am going to take over Trivia and Anniversaries this week. He texted me. I didn't ask him to do it. That's how good of a guy he is. He said, look, I'm going to fall on my sword. I'm going to handle Trivia and Anniversaries this week. So this week, Mob, why don't you bring us some of that trivia?
Very nervous about this because it's big shoes to fill for Tom. He does such a great job. And it's not as easy as you would think to just look up anniversaries. So
it's not. It is kind of confusing, actually.
I'm a little nervous about this. But we'll start with trivia. And since we're recording on a Sunday, this is the last Sunday of 2021 that we will not have NFL football. I decided we're going to do football movie trivia.
Okay. I like this.
Oh, I like that a lot.
I've got a couple questions here. We'll start out with some easy ones.
Sure.
Get you warmed up.
Yes. See, that's the thing about Tom, man. He always starts with the hard ones.
He just goes straight for it.
I'm just gonna make these guys look like idiots.
Embarrass them.
Yeah.
All right. First question. Cuba Gooding Jr. plays for the Arizona Cardinals in this movie. What is the movie?
Jerry Maguire.
Is you sure?
Positive. There's no doubt in my mind.
See?
I've
you
never
guys got
been
it.
more sure.
You guys got it.
Nailed it.
What happened to Cuba?
He played O.J. Simpson.
He did Cruise, that one Cruise movie, and just no one wanted him anymore. What was that one?
He got in trouble with the law.
There was something where he got arrested for something, but I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was like that big of a deal, from what I remember. But it was.
I just remember seeing a picture of him in handcuffs.
Yeah, I remember that
too. In like a suit, and he was smiling.
Yeah.
Like really, a lot of smiles for being arrested.
Are we sure that wasn't? Are we sure that wasn't footage from the OJ?
It could have been. Let's see.
No, he did. He did that movie.
I could have been tricked.
He did that movie Boat Trip, and no one wanted to hear from him again.
What was that movie he was in about the scuba diver?
Oh, the army one, like old
army scuba diver, like really old scuba
with
diving.
De Niro.
Radio?
Was it Medal of Honor?
Not radio. Radio. Ghost Dad. Gosh, now I got it. Mob. Look it up. What is it?
I think it was Medal of Honor or Men of Honor. Yeah, it was Men of Honor. That was the name.
It was Men of Honor. Really?
Yep. Men of Honor.
Not a great movie. Just popped into my head.
I don't know what his current legal situation is. I am not seeing anything on it.
I don't want to. You know, project.
Put that on someone.
Oh, not good.
Oh.
Ooh, not good.
Are we anti-Cuba Gooding Jr. now?
I don't think we can be pro Cuba Gooding Jr.
Okay.
We're definitely not pro.
Well, hey, how about another football movie trivia question?
I'll just tell you. Embattled actor Cuba Gooding Jr. may have to pay millions of dollars in damages to a woman who accused him of rape after a Manhattan judge found him liable in her related civil case. So,
it's a civil case.
Oh, civil case. No big deal.
Well, that
not
just means
good.
That still means it could still get worse.
Yes, it could get worse. Anyways, I'm glad I could bring it down.
Yeah. Anyway, Mob, what's
All
next?
Right, what else we got?
Which Academy Award-winning actress plays the tutor for Michael Orr in The Blind Side?
Well, Sandy. Overrated movie in my mind.
It's not Sandy.
Which Academy Award-winning actress plays the tutor for Michael Orr in The Blind Side?
Oh, the tutor. Oh. Let's see, the tutor.
Wait, Academy Award winning or nominated?
Winning.
winning.
Shoot,
So
I don't
she's
remember
a tutor, so a
anything
bit younger.
about
So she must have won
Tutor.
her Academy Award recently.
I only saw this movie one time and I didn't like it.
Was it? Gosh, I can't remember.
The whole movie was a lie. Also,
I'm gonna
so
guess
that's good.
though. I'm just gonna throw out a guess. I'm gonna say Brie Larson.
Oh, it's not a bad guess. She has won a couple things. Why am I thinking Jessica Chastain? That's not right. But anyway, just move along with the answer. Neither of us are right.
Move along.
Both terrible guesses. It was Kathy Bates.
Oh, Kathy Bates. We were on the totally wrong end of that.
Tutor. Okay, I guess tutors can be like older. I just thought
Yeah,
like, oh,
she's
tutor.
the guy they bring in to tutor him for his schoolwork.
Okay, I thought like
I don't
tutor-
remember any part of the tutor.
I just assumed it was another high school student, so I was like, oh, Brie Larson
Yeah,
was young.
that's what I was thinking. Tutor. Kathy Bates. Wow.
Kathy Bates. That's my answer.
All right,
I've been so wrong.
we'll do two more.
All right.
Next one. Tom Cruise portrays a high school football player looking for a scholarship and clashes with his coach in a Pennsylvania steel town. What is the movie?
It's not Taps.
It's I know it. Is that Varsity Blues?
Tom Cruise?
No,
Tom Cruise
gosh.
is a little old for Varsity Blues, my man.
Let me know if you want me to give you some options.
I'd like a
Yeah, give me an
hint.
option.
I don't want an option.
I know it. This is what year was it made?
Yeah,
'Cause
give us a year.
Let me look it up real quick.
Can you name it? Can you tell me another actor in the movie at least?
Yeah, hold on.
Let's get some hints. I like hints.
It was in 1983.
Oh my god.
Yeah, before my time.
Outsiders.
No, Craig
No.
T. Nelson is
Football
also in the
movie.
movie.
Craig T.
Football
Nelson.
movie.
Was it the show Coach?
No, it's directed by Michael Chapman. The title of
I'm
the
gonna be-
movie is a
I'm gonna be
lyric
so
in
pissed.
One Republic song.
All the right moves.
There you go.
I've never.
I can't believe that's what it took for me to get it. Gosh dang it. That's hilarious.
I've never heard of this movie.
Really?
I mean, there's Tom Cruise. He's standing on the cover in a Letterman's jacket holding a football.
Wow. I'm very embarrassed that it took
Lost.
a One Republic lyric for me to get the movie, but that shows my age. One Republic was big time when I was in high school. So
All the right moves in all the wrong places.
That
was pretty good.
Going down.
That was pretty good, I must say. All right.
All right.
Round us out.
All right.
please.
Here's a toughie. Maybe. I don't know. Warren Beatty plays an NFL quarterback who looks for a place to re-enter life as he is extracted too early from an accident in this celestial football film.
No clue.
Okay, hold on. So he dies and goes to heaven, is what you're saying.
Oh,
Is it Angels in
Heaven
the
Can
End
Wait?
Zone?
is it Heaven Can Wait?
Kevin got it.
God, what are these movies? I've never heard of any of these movies.
Oh, I liked it because when I watched it in the 90s, it was about the Los Angeles Rams, and the Rams were in St. Louis. I was like, yay, Rams. Now they can
That backfired.
lift. But yeah, you did. Hated it. A very weird movie. Very weird movie.
Sounds like it. Well, that's the football movie trivia we got for
Awesome. Thanks, Mod. Thanks for doing that. And then how about some movie anniversaries for the
I
week?
can't believe you didn't
Yeah.
throw any Remember the Titans trivia.
Yeah, I'm kind
you.
of
Too
shocked.
easy, man. Too easy.
Yeah.
All right. So Tom normally does 5. What is it? 5, 10,
years,
10,
25.
5, 10, and 25. Yeah.
You would think that Labor Day weekend would be booming with movies. Not the case.
That's weird.
So we're going 5, 15, and 25.
Okay.
Keeping with the 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
5 years ago, happy anniversary to the movie Morgan, starring Anya Taylor-Joy,
I don't remember.
Morgan.
Kate Mara.
Okay.
I never
Couple
saw
big
it.
Names. Can't even picture it. Morgan. Let's check this out.
I don't remember this at all. Yeah, Labor Day weekend.
doesn't even
what
look-
what a weird weekend.
Doesn't
for
even
movies.
look
I couldn't do
at
10
all
years.
familiar. Anna Taylor-Joy looks scary though.
She's young, so
She like a child demon in this movie.
I don't know. All right. So 10 years couldn't find anything, so I moved to 15 years. Happy 15-year anniversary to The Wicker Man.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I know
What a movie. That
Had
maybe
see
the
it? Did
best
anyone else see
acting
it in
performance from Nicolas Cage.
Ah, the bees, not the bees.
Did anyone else see it in theaters, or was that just me?
No.
I saw it in theaters.
Well, good for you, man.
It was,
You're the backbone of the U.S. economy.
Yeah, man. I've been donating my paycheck to Hollywood for years now
Nice.
for terrible movies.
And finally, happy 25th anniversary to the movie Emma, starring Gwyneth Paltrow.
Emma, which was then remade, starring
Anna Taylor-Joy.
Hey, this is our
Emma
Anya
is one of
Taylor-Joy
those.
episode.
Emma is one of those movie covers that's burned in my brain because, and the Arrow, and in Blockbuster, it was like when it came out, it was a whole wall. So you're just like, that movie looks interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, never saw it.
Speaking
Either.
of Blockbuster,
I saw the new
Mob
one.
shirt.
Yeah, speaking of Blockbuster, look at this shirt Mob's got on.
That's incredible.
Where did you
100%.
find that? Did you go to a Hot Topic or something?
Yeah, absolutely. That's where I get all my clothes.
I used to think that was the coolest store for shirts because they had all that.
What's that other
funny
place?
shit.
Spencer's?
Yeah, Spencer's.
Spencer's.
Spencer's. I don't know where the nearest Spencer's is to me. I'd like to know that. That's good information to have. I know where one is in my hometown, but I don't know where.
Yeah, I know where it is in Columbia.
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah, I can-
It's burned into my brain. It's like right next to the lids.
But I don't know
You
where
have
the
to
nearest
walk past
Spencer's
it
Gift
to get
is
anywhere.
in Austin. Let's look it up. Well, hey, here's what I'll say. Mob, you did a great job. I mean, it wasn't Tom level, but who can do
Can't
that?
be.
I can't do Tom level movie and anniversaries. It's just
I
not
wouldn't even
possible.
dare.
There are 4 Spencer's Gifts in Austin, Texas, if
That seems
anyone
right.
was wondering.
Seems like the right amount for Austin.
Yeah. So, yeah.
5 would be too much. 3, not enough.
Not enough. Not
too
enough.
too far in between.
It's not enough. So yeah, thanks, Mob. And then yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. We've come to the end of our episode. Here's what I'll say. It's been a weird weekend. I'm glad you guys could hang out. I'm glad we got to talk October movies. But yeah, we are the CineBoiz podcast. Again, we're part of the Corkbats podcast network. If you would be so kind to rate, review, and subscribe, that'd be great. Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Also, if you're watching us right now on the Corkbats YouTube page and you have not subscribed, go ahead and do that. That'd be great. Or like this video, whichever comes first. And check out all your favorite Corkbats YouTube content on Corkbats YouTube page. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram at the CineBoiz. That is our handle for Twitter and Instagram. You can email us, the CineBoizPodcast@gmail.com. What's the Gmail? Do we check the Gmail account today?
Yeah, the last email was from Beefy808.
Beefy.
And it was the same email.
I thought he was going to email back and be like, you
he
guys
did it
use
again.
your music on my stream. Blah, blah, blah. I guess
he would be thrilled.
I don't think he would have caught that. I don't think he actually listens to the podcast. I think
I also
he just
didn't
saw us on
reply.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Anyways,
what?
so yes, you can email us if you want, cineboyspodcast@gmail.com. K-Mango says, thank you for streaming, boys. Have a nice rest of your weekend. Well, thank you for coming. Good to see you. Decent AF, good to see you. Yeah, we will hopefully be back to normal hours next week, but who knows? Somebody's car might die and throw everything off like it did this weekend. So, guys, you got anything else you need to get off your chest before we go?
Go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs. Yeah, we're definitely not recording next Sunday. It's not.
No.
Sunday recordings are not an option starting next week. So
Yeah.
this
I
is
think
a-
it's a 3. Is it a 3:00 next week?
I believe so.
/4 Eastern.
I believe so. Well, guys, good to see you. Bye.
Bye.